In the first session, we have discussed about the petroleum and theories of petroleum. There are three theories which could explain the formation of petroleum. That is carbide theory, Mendeleev theory, or inorganic theory. Second one is Egler's theory or organic theory and modern theory. In the second session, we have discussed about the occurrence and exploration of petroleum. Petroleum actually occurs in the underground deposits in oil traps. Usually, oil traps are actually made composed of sedimentary rocks which are having fluid holding and fluid transmitting capacity. And in these oil traps, oil actually occurs under the ground deposits. In the exploration method, there are two methods: surface geological method and geophysical method. In geophysical method, we have another two: intensive method and extensive method. So by using these methods, we can identify the places where the crude petroleum can be available. Today we will discuss about production of petroleum. We are seeing the how petroleum is formed, how it occurs, how we'll come to know where the petroleum is available in the earth. Today we will discuss about how the petroleum can be taken out from the underground deposit. Occasionally, oil may be obtained from the surface outcrop, from hand-dug shallow pits, or from seepage into mine galleries. However, the usual production of oil is only from oil wells. The method of in most generally used for digging the oil well is rotary drilling system. This utilizes the principle of torsional grinding and cutting. The equipment assembly is called as drilling rig, which consists of four main parts like, so this is the drilling rig, which contains, right, four main parts. One is derrick, a tall steel structure equipped with hoisting gear for raising and lowering the drilling equipment. Second one is drill column or stem. It consists of main section of steel pipe, then a drill pipe with its lower end some extra heavy pipe, drill collar, to which a drill bit is attached. Third one is rotating mechanism. At the upper end of the drill column, that is at the surface, is a hollow bar of square or hexagonal cross section, which is known as Kelly or Greave stem. And this slides through a hexagonal or square hole in the machine, that is rotary table, which provides a rotary movement. And fourth one is mud circulation system. At the top of the Kelly is a so-called swell, through which a thin mud drilling fluid passes from the flexible hose. The bottom half of the swell revolves with the Kelly, while the top does not, and to it the flexible hose is attached. And the top part of the swell is attached to the hoisting mechanism. You can see in this figure. So this is actually Kelly here. The bottom half of it actually rotates, top does not, to which this drilling column or drill stem is attached, right? This is actually a tall structure which is known as derrick, right? And here you have Kelly, right? Rotary drive, drawing draw works, right? And this is actually drill bit is attached at the lower end of the drill column, and the drill pipe. This is a hose which is actually attached to the kelly, that is swell. The bottom half of the kelly actually rotates, top does not. Where the at the top this flexible hose is attached, through which a mud is, that is drilling fluid is actually pumped from the fluid tank here into the pipe, right? So this is a drilling working of a drilling rig. The hosting system is controlled from working platform built within the derrick, which above the ground level. A central power unit drives the various moving parts, usually by mechanical power transmission. The heart of the fluid circulation system is mud pump plant. The mud is pumped down the drilling pipe through the holes of the bit and returned to the pump section via the angular space between drill pipe and the bore wall. The mud brings the bit cuttings with it. It is therefore passed through a vibrating screen and or settling pit before it returns to the suction tank. An efficient mud circulation is perhaps the most important single factor required to drill an oil well rapidly without accidents and difficulties. The drilling fluid serves four principal functions via number one is cooling the bit, flushing out the cuttings, supporting the bore wall by hydraulic pressure, penetrating porous rock to form a seal of mud cake to prevent the escape of oil or gas through the pores and cracks. Drilling mud are essentially colloidal clay suspensions with additions to control viscosity. A main boring is of 20 to 30 centimeter diameter and its depth may usually vary from 1.5 to 4.5 kilometers. Wells of more than 7.5 kilometers have also been drilled, while quite shallow wells exist. The entire well is provided with a casing of steel pipe right up to the production work layer. This prevents the collapse of the bore wall and ensure that other extraneous fluid do not enter the well. A steel tubing is suspended from the wellhead up to the oil bearing rock. It is provided with control valves and outlet pipes at the wellhead. Oil is normally under pressure in the reservoir rock. The source of pressure may be a body of compressed gas above the oil or a mass of water underlying the oil. This pressure causes oil to flow towards the foot of the well and then drives it up the tubing to the surface by natural flow. When the oil pressure is low or it falls on the production, the lifting may be done by sending a high pressure gas through the annulus between the casing and the tubing, or by providing a suitable pumping device at the lower end of the tubing. Still, another method of secondary recovery of oil is by water flooding. Water is injected into the rock through separate well on the periphery of the oil field. The total production from each well is piped to gathering station. The gas is separated by directing the fluid against the baffle in cylindrical vessel meant for the production from number of wells in that area. The water and solids are separated either by settling or by centrifuging. A gaseous hydrocarbon is called wet natural gas. It is processed for the recovery of natural gasoline and then crude is sent to the refineries. This is how we can take out the crude petroleum from the oil traps under the earth to the surface. Next, we'll see some of the MCQs. The tall steel structure equipped with hoisting gear for raising and lowering the drilling equipment is called as dash. Rotating mechanism, mud pump, derrick, drill step. The right answer is option C, derrick. The function of drilling fluid dash. Cooling the bed, flushing out the cuttings, supporting the bore wall, all ABC. All ABC is the right answer. Option D. Question number 3. The diameter of the petroleum well is dash 15 to 20 centimeters. B. Option B 20 to 30 centimeter. Option C 25 to 35 centimeter. Option D 30 to 35 centimeter. Option B is the right answer. 20 to 30 centimeter. The gas obtained in petroleum well is called dash. Wet natural gas. B. Refinery off gases, gas. Dry natural gas. D. Biogas. Option A is the right answer. Question number 5. The natural gasoline is recovered from dash. Option A. Distillation of crude. Option B. Extraction process. Option B. Natural gas. Option D. Reforming process. Option C is the right answer. Thank you.